Face you might want to avoid.
Got to look good on holiday. You've had your hair done?
That is lovely. Thank you.
Your legs waxed?
Ow!
Your nails done? And if you want to go further, how about some Botox? Now, more and more people are putting the wrinkle-reducing injection at the top of their beauty list before they go on holiday. But beware of the Botox deals that seem too good to be true. You've been telling us about a backstreet practice called Botox Beauty, or Vizzy Busy, that's operating illegally in Porthcawl. The woman who runs the business is called Vivian Baker. Award-winning mobile hairdresser Richard Kerr from Bedwas in Caerphilly stumbled across her adverts when he wanted a course of Botox.
On Facebook, her name was recommended, and there was pictures and there were certificates up, so you wouldn't think about looking into it. So I thought, well, I'll give her a go. She was basically a qualified nurse that trained in London, and I just believed everything I read.
Richard paid Vizzy for 2 visits at around £300 a time for treatment on his forehead and fillers in his lips. But soon, cracks began to show.
It worked for the first, I'd say, 2 weeks, and then my wrinkles and stuff come back. I didn't basically see no effects in my lips at all.
So Vizzy told Richard she'd redo the procedures, but he'd have to pay another £70 for the privilege. This time he was asked to come to her house to have the injections.
It was a total nightmare. I sat in her kitchen with children running around the area, so it wasn't very clean. There was no anaesthetic on my mouth whatsoever, so I could feel every bit of pain. It was excruciating.
And after Richard's nightmare experience, there was worse to come.
The day after, that's when I had a mouthful all around my mouth of blisters.
And it seems Vizzy's been very busy. We've heard from another unhappy customer who was treated at her home here on this Porthcawl street. She said her face was droopy and she couldn't smile for months. We decided to take a closer look at Vivian Baker's Botox business.
Hiya, you're right. I'm very nervous, I'm so sorry.
Our researchers posed as customers looking for treatment. Vizzy says she's been very busy.
I've got 10,000 clients. Yeah.
That's amazing. What, just in Wales?
Just in Wales, yeah. Every single day. I don't stop.
And it looks like she really does carry out the treatment in her kitchen.
I used to work in the salon, but because the kids not living from home.
Let's get an expert opinion. Ashton Collins runs an organisation which inspects legitimate Botox clinics.
Ashton, what do you make of the fact that she's doing this in her kitchen?
Yeah, it's such an unsuitable and unacceptable environment to inject any procedure, actually. She's opening her clients up to such unnecessary risks from an infection control point of view. It goes against all best practice NHS guidelines.
But Vivian still claims we're in safe medical hands.
Are you a midwife or a nurse or what are you?
Midwife.
Right, okay.
No, not according to the Nursing and Midwifery Council register, and practising without being on it is illegal. We also found her Harley Street accreditation certificate is false, as there's no such thing. This makes her next claims even more improbable.
See, I do my own prescriptions because I've got prescription licensed now, so I prescribe myself.
She'd have to have an additional special qualification to be able to prescribe. The only people that can prescribe are doctors, dentists, nursing with the special prescribing qualification, and prescribing pharmacists, so it's a complete lie.
She might not be qualified, but she wants to make sure everyone has access to her treatments.
I'm affordable. I've got girls that are on the door and they'll pay £10 a week.
And even if you pay up front, the prices are alarmingly low.
Well, she offered us 3 Botox injections for £150. Now, what do you make of that kind of pricing for a treatment?
Yeah, it's worryingly cheap. I mean, reputable practitioners would find it difficult to source the product for that price. It would raise serious alarm bells as to actually what product she's using, where she's sourcing it from, and how safe and effective it is.
Vivian Baker also plays fast and loose with the facts about Botox.
It's an anaesthetic, really. But all I'm doing is telling the skin to freeze. You're not moving no more. That's it. There's nothing in there that can go wrong. There's nothing in there at all. Zero.
Botox actually works by relaxing the muscles, so it's not an anaesthetic at all. It doesn't target the skin, it targets the muscles. So yeah, completely inaccurate. None of these procedures are without risk. Even in the most skilled and experienced of hands, they can carry, complications. If somebody had an allergic reaction, they could go into an anaphylactic shock. And if the practitioner wasn't able and equipped to deal with that, the person could lose their lives.
Although she hasn't checked our researcher's medical history, she's getting ready to inject.
I put Botox in, yeah, and that's all that goes in your skin, is that much there.
Time for our team to make a sharp exit.
I'm feeling really sick now already. I feel really faint, yeah. I'm so sorry, and I really don't want to...
Don't worry.
I'm so sorry.
You are compromising so many things by choosing a cut price practitioner. Your safety, your health, your appearance, it's just not worth it.
Well, we wanted to speak to Vivian Baker, but she ignored all our efforts to contact her. Of course, on X-Ray, we don't give up easily, so we sent Rachel along to ask her a few questions.
Vivian Baker? Yeah. Are you qualified to prescribe Botox? Is she here? No. Yes, she is. I've just seen her. She put her head around the fence. She's here. We're from X-Ray. Excuse me, don't you Gee whiz. So she doesn't want to answer questions about the fact that she is not qualified to prescribe Botox. Try at the front door.
It didn't matter how many times Rachel tried, Vivian Baker just wasn't going to talk. Still...